Hello, explorers. Welcome back. I know it has been a while, and I appreciate you guys checking on me. That's so sweet. I have gotten a couple of DMs of some of you asking if I'm okay, if everything's okay, because you haven't seen a video from me in a while. Everything is totally fine over here. I actually feel better than ever. I was struggling a little bit prior to the trip, just with like my mental health. I was really, really struggling to force myself to get out of bed. And that trip was really what I needed.
We both needed.
Yeah, what we both needed. Like, I was struggling. It was rough. I didn't want to go to Disney. I didn't want to do anything. I missed several media events because I just couldn't force myself to go. And I love media events. But when we got back, because we were gone for two weeks, that was 2 weeks that we weren't doing any partnerships. We weren't posting any partnerships. So that means that all of my payments are going to be at least 2 weeks delayed. And missing 2 weeks of payments, obviously. So for those of you that aren't familiar or aware, I am a full-time content creator on Instagram. I do YouTube for fun. YouTube is my passion. I absolutely love it. This channel and my travel channel. But with doing content creation, the way that it works is I sign on a campaign or a contract. I wait for the product to arrive. Once the product arrives, before that, I'll get the brief and everything. I then create content. Then we schedule a time for me to post that content. And then 30 to 90 days after I post that content is when I get paid. Yeah. So with me being gone for 2 weeks, you would think that would affect me about 90 days out from that 2 week period, because that's not exactly how it works. It's very complex. It's something that I'm still trying to figure out when I go on these trips, because what happens is leading up to that, I don't have a ton of partnerships come in because it's unpredictable on when products are going to arrive. So when I know I'm going to be gone for a long period of time, a lot of times brands don't want to sign until after I get back from my trip, which means I'm not doing a lot of partnerships leading up to my trip. Because they don't want the stuff just sitting on my porch for 2 weeks. They just don't want things up in the air. They also don't appreciate if you sign and then you're like, oh, but actually I'm going to be gone for the next 2 weeks. Then they're like, okay, well then why didn't we just do this when you got back? And so it makes the timing around a partnership really difficult. And then when I got back, I didn't have really any payments coming through. So even though France was budgeted for, and that everything I spent on that trip was covered, as soon as I got back, all of my bills were due. But I had no payments coming in. I had money for all my bills. That wasn't a problem. But when I have bills coming, all my bills being due, because it's the end of the month, the beginning of the month, I don't like to go to the bank and pull a bunch of money out until all of my bills have been taken care of. Because, again, my payments are unpredictable. They could come a week late sometimes. They can come a week early. You just never know. And now that my bank isn't like it was in Vegas, where it was literally, I could walk to it. I have to drive into Kissimmee, and it's just such a headache. Now that it's not as convenient to go to the bank, I don't want to go to the bank, pull the money out, and then go, oh crap, I have these bills that are going to clear and payments didn't come in yet. Like, these payments are delayed. So then I have to go back to the bank to deposit money to make sure my bills are covered. Like, that just seems like too much. So I wait until all my bills are paid, and then I know what I have. Yes, the point of budgeting is to know what you have ahead of time, but because, again, I don't know when my paychecks are coming, it's very hard to budget. So I do the best that I can. That's why my budget is not as cut and dry as it used to be when we were budgeting Corey's paycheck. Because I could get 3 paychecks in one day. I could not get a paycheck for 3 weeks. It's all over the place. But that's why I don't keep a zero-based balance. I don't keep a zero-based budget. I do always keep money in my account because I just never know. That's also why you don't see me budget for things like groceries and everyday living expenses anymore. I've gotten decently good at keeping us on that budget without having to write it down and set that money aside. I keep a certain amount of money in the account. We watch what we spend. We've gotten really good at it. Thanks to the year that I spent doing that strict budget. So that's just it. That's why you guys see me budget for more savings than sinking. I do budget for some sinking funds like Disney, like beauty, things like that, but I don't budget for my groceries. I don't budget for my bills. I don't budget for other expenses that, you know. So all that said, I have not had any payments come in for a while, but I have been absolutely slammed, and I'm not complaining. I'm so grateful. I've been absolutely slammed with partnerships since getting back. I got back and 2 days later I had like 3 partnerships due. My neighbor had picked up a bunch of packages that arrived while I was gone. I have been filming 2 to 3 campaigns almost every day since we got back. But I feel better than ever. I've been so productive. My house has stayed clean. One thing about me is when my house is a mess, I feel like my mind is chaos, and then I get into kind of a depression and it just becomes a cycle. And I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to lay in bed and watch TV. And it's hard for me. It's very hard for me. Another thing about me, I hate doing dishes. Corey hates doing dishes. So yeah, we struggle. But since getting back, the house has been cleaned every night before we go to bed, so that when we wake up in the morning, the house is clean and we are able to shoot content right away. There is no like having to clean up an area in order to shoot content. Like we can get up and we can start working on things right away. Corey has been amazing at getting our videos out, our travel videos from our trip. I have 5 of them live over on my travel channel. But that's what I've been up to. I have been insanely busy with partnerships, especially because Prime Day is coming up. So, Prime Day is July 8th to July 11th. I don't typically do Prime Day partnerships, but this year, I don't know what it is. I think I've got like 5 or 6 different Prime Day partnerships. I actually just signed one last night that was due today. Like that's how quick turnaround it was. I signed it. They emailed me yesterday morning. I got it. I got the brief, which the brief is basically like, if you're not familiar, it's anywhere from 1 page to 16 pages that tells me like what the deals are, what the key messaging is that they're going for, kind of the theming of it, any promos, any information that I might need to be able to create the content. I got the brief at 4 p.m. last night and the content was due today by noon. So, quick turnaround. But I will always take it because they've also promised to pay within 7 days of posting. Since they said, since we are requiring you to do this so quick turnaround, we're going to pay you quick. And I'm like, hey, I'm all for it. I appreciate that. But yeah, I have been slammed with partnerships, and which I'm very, very grateful for. So even though I don't have any payments coming in, which is why I haven't had anything to cash stuff, I have a very large, and this is not me bragging, this is the reality. I tell you guys when I'm broke. I tell you guys when I have money coming in. It's literally the reality of being an influencer and what I do. Right now, 0 paychecks coming in. 0. Like, coming in over the next couple of days. Or 0 came in this past week. 0 came in last week. But coming up, I have an incredible amount of money coming up because of the partnerships that are going to be posted, that were posted last week, posted this week, and being posted next week. So what I have decided to do, because I'm fully transparent, what I've decided to do is this binder right here, you guys know I have this trip coming up in August. I'm not worried about having money for this trip because of the amount of money that I have coming in. I have enough money that's coming in to cover this trip, to cover all of my bills for the next couple of months, to cover all of my expenses for the next couple of months, to cover all of my cash stuffings for the next couple of months. Like, I'm okay. I'm good. The problem is that money is not going to come in until a couple weeks from now. And at that point, we would be rushing to cash stuff all of it in here and just speeding through all these challenges. I don't want to do that. That defeats the purpose. I spent money on these challenges. I I don't want to just come in and complete the binder in a video. That's one, that's not fun. Two, that's not budgeting. Three, that defeats the whole purpose of cash stuffing. So after talking it over with Corey, what I've decided to do is pull money from my savings to get us through for the next couple of weeks, for cash stuffing, for groceries, for bills, you know, for the things that we need. And then when these paychecks come in, because I know they're coming in, that money will get paid back into our savings. So savings is going to do exactly what it's there for. It's going to get us by until paychecks come in, and then we'll put that money right back in there. And that way I can be putting money towards this trip starting now instead of waiting until 4 weeks until this trip and then just throwing all the money in there, because we are already cutting it close with this one. This trip is next month, at the end of next month. So we already are going to be having to stuff a lot of money frequently into this binder in order to get us where we need to be. Because if you guys remember Paris, I had been cash stuffing into that for quite a while. This one, we have a lot less time. So that is that. I have made that decision. Corey is totally on board with it. And that's really all that matters. But I wanted to be fully transparent and not be like, oh yeah, I'm broke, but why don't you guys watch me cash stuff this money, and I'm not going to explain where it came from after telling you guys that I don't have any paychecks coming through. No, that's not me. But we are 11 minutes in, and I have not actually started cash stuffing, so I apologize, but that's what you guys are here for. So we're going to cash stuff into our August trip, and we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. Also, I'm not cash stuffing all of this money. Also, this is not from savings. I had actually pulled out money as soon as we got back from the trip. I had pulled out money to cash stuff with, and I did not cash stuff all of it into videos. You guys only saw 2 videos. You saw Superbucks. I think you only saw 2. Superbucks and YouTube Paycheck. I had pulled this money out to cash stuff with as well, but because I was uncertain of my bills and stuff, I had told Corey I didn't want to cash stuff this money only to have to turn around and pull it out and put it back into the bank account. So I just left it in my safe until my bills were paid, and then I could see kind of where we stood. So this is not, I have not taken any money out of my savings yet. This is money I had already pulled, but that's also why we have no 20s, because when you guys saw me cash stuff last, you saw that I didn't have any 20s. Actually, I think I did a couple of videos. I don't think I did just those 2. Anyways, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. Well, you know what? We might as well just do more 10s. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. I don't want to do these ones because these are my Superbucks ones. But I have to because I don't have any others. So we're going to do F-Bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to do all F-Bucks. We're going to do G-Bucks because G-Bucks are for our Greece trip, and I don't even have a box for Greece yet. So let's do G-Bucks instead because I have a box for F-Bucks. And I'm trying to go back to France maybe for my birthday. I didn't want to go when it was cold. Is that a C or a G? I truly cannot tell. I think it's a C. I really want to go back to France for my birthday. But the actual goal is to be there for the 3-month period that I talked to you guys about. Come like maybe, I don't know. I think we're looking at like April starting it. So it'd be like April, May, and June. So how many ones do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably just going to need this anyways. So 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. So this is $200. That's what we're going to start with. I wish I had more to put in there. But now it's just a matter of the fact that I need to go to the bank. But I have just been so focused on partnerships. But yeah, if you ever don't see me on this channel, but you see me posting on my, or if you ever don't see me on this channel, more than likely it's because I'm just busy or I don't have the funds or something. Especially if I'm posting on my travel channel. I have put 5 videos live on travel channel. I have a 6th one already edited, but I'm waiting to put it live because it's actually a Wrigley video. It's so cute, you guys. It is all him. I did a couple of the little like B-roll spots because they were actually just supposed to be for my video, but he did a whole video that he filmed on his camera, and like we weren't even in the room with him when he filmed these. He asked us to like open his stuff for him and get it ready for him, but then he filmed the whole thing himself. And then he did have me film him in one part of it. And then one part he saved to film at home, and he asked Corey to sit with him and do it. But so I put all that together, and I was like, you know what? He needs some cute like little B-roll clips to add into there, and I knew that I had B-roll because I was going to do a very similar video. So I took some of my B-roll and put it in for him, and he sat with me and he picked the song and everything. So when that video goes live, and you'll know it's his because it's literally labeled like doing blah, 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 blah with Wrigley. I don't want to give it away. When that video goes live, I would truly appreciate if you guys showed him some support. It's his first video. It's going to be on my channel. But it's so cute, you guys. He's so freaking cute. I love him. All right. Let's do this one. This one is from Plan to Save Designs. This was a gift from, if I remember correctly, this was from Lauren Thomas. I have done, if you guys are new here, well, if you're not new here, you've seen me do a lot of these challenges before because these are all mostly like Harry Potter challenges, and I use them to save for Universal. If you aren't new here, if you are new here, then this is your first time seeing a lot of these. I just put new stickers on them. That's why you'll see that there's like scratch stuff everywhere because I literally just reuse my challenges. If they're laminated, reuse them. All right, so I'm putting 5 in here. So now we have $17 in this one. I don't remember how much this one brings in. And it doesn't say on it. So that'll be a nice little surprise. All right. This one is from, you know, that's a really good question. I don't know who this one was from. But I think this one we were rolling a die and then marking one off. And I did not get a die ready. Let me get one ready. Okay. Let's actually roll it. 5. Oh, I was really hoping to get something where I could get those ones back. We're trying to keep our ones. Because I will be condensing this at the end so that I can pull my ones back because the ones need to go into Superbucks. Well, let's do another one. And another 5. That did not help us any. But that's okay. Alright, so let's put back this 5 and take a 10. We're not going to count this because it will be a surprise at the end. This one is from my shop. And you guys, I think I've convinced my aunt to go on this trip with us. She doesn't have a passport though. But that's okay. I mean, we got the kids' passports 72 hours before we went to Mexico. So, she can get a passport. Ooh, but then I gotta tell her that she's gotta get an ETA. Forgot about that. She's gotta get a visa. So we scratched a 10, so we have $40 in this one now, and this one saves 100. This is Gringotts at Universal Studios Orlando. If you're new here, any challenge that I say is my challenge, it is going to be an actual photo from one of my trips. Because I am a full-time travel creator. Somebody commented on one of my videos. So my Figment unstuffing video, of course, YouTube likes to push the most random videos. They've pushed that video and it's at like 9,000 views. And of course, those, I don't even have 9,000 followers, so a lot of those views are people who have never seen me before. And I had one woman comment on there, literally, like, just, like, trying to just absolutely go after me for not introducing myself and what I'm doing and this and that and the other, and how do I expect to get new followers if I'm not going to tell them what I'm doing and who I am and this and that and the other. And I'm like, I literally just responded to her, because I am not the one, you guys. I am not the one. I am not the person. Even I'm probably the worst influencer there ever was, because I personally do not care about having an enormous number of followers. I don't think all followers are good followers. I would rather have followers who want to be there, who are positive, who create a good community, than, and I can remain myself and who I am. And people that follow me because of who I am, then try to appeal to everybody and be fake and have a bigger audience. Like, that doesn't matter to me. So if somebody leaves a hate comment on one of my videos, I am not the kind of person that's going to comment back and apologize. I am the kind of person that is going to comment back and tell you, you are not welcome here. You are not wanted. Because I do not care about having every follower in the world. I don't care about it at all. I love my followers. I don't consider you guys my followers at all, by the way. We're a community, but I love my community. And I'm never, ever going to be the one. You guys know this. You've been around long enough. You know this. I am never going to be the one that is going to just try to remain neutral and not give my opinion. I am sassy. I am loud. I am confrontational. I am opinionated. And I don't hold it back just to make other people happy. Because I truly feel that every creator, their personality is what sets them apart. So if we're all just out here trying to remain neutral and be, I don't know. Once you remove your personality, there's literally nothing that sets you apart from somebody else. So, yeah. I'm not trying to appeal to everybody. I'm trying to appeal to the people that truly click with me. So, I don't know what she thought she was going to get from that, but it definitely probably wasn't what I responded, because I literally told her I didn't need her. And I meant it. So this one is from Ren at Mischief Managed Budgets. Ren has, in my opinion, if you're new here, I say this all the time. In my opinion, Ren has the best quality challenges you will ever find. I don't know how she does it. Wait. 7. Okay. She has the absolute best quality challenges you are ever going to find. So if you have limited funds and you're looking to get a challenge, do Ren's. Go to Ren. And I sell challenges. And I'm telling you, go to Ren. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5. Is 10. Oh, wait, we want this L-Buck. Hold up. If we can keep that L-Buck from going in here, because then that means that it gets to go in the L-Buck container. Okay, so in this one we have $26 and it saves $75. So we're a little over a third of the way there. Honeydukes. I have done this one an embarrassing number of times. But I love it. Oh no! It melted to my envelope. You guys, I need new envelopes. It melted to my envelope. I need new envelopes so bad, but I don't like to spend money on them because the whole point is saving money for things we want. And new envelopes is just not something that I'm willing... Like, these will be literally falling apart before I'm going to spend money on buying new ones. Because they still hold the challenges. They still do what they need to do. It's fine. Since this one melted, let's go ahead and do this one. And this is from Steph's on a Budget. Again, super high quality. Very much like Ren's. As you guys can see, there's X's on these. That's because I did this challenge with the original stickers that were on here, scratched them off. Then I wanted to do it again, so the next time around, I X'd them off. And then I wanted to do it again, so then I put my own stickers on it. So we're doing this, I think, for the 3rd or 4th time. But it is the jelly beans, or every flavor beans, Bert's every flavor beans, so that is $2. I'm gonna put this one in the back. There's a bunch of L-Bucks in there. 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's tons. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 is 10. We have $21 in here. Ooh, that's an old 10. If you're new here, these challenges should give you an idea of where we're going. And the caption or the title of the video should as well. I don't say it out loud because my kids always know when we're going on a trip, but I never tell them where we're going until we do a reveal. If you haven't seen that, we did do a reveal on Instagram. I actually don't think I posted it on YouTube. Okay, as of you guys seeing this video, I will post that full video on YouTube. So that will be up on my YouTube channel because I do have it because I paid for that whole reveal of our last trip when we went to France. Let's do, oh, you know what? We're going to do an even number so I don't have to use any ones. So let's do this 10. This one is from Lemon Ivy. If you're looking for sticker challenges, I love Lemon Ivy's sticker challenges. But this one was actually not technically on theme. It's just plants for like gardening, I guess. But it really just made me think of Professor Sprout in her herbology class. So that's why this is in this binder. So we have $50 in here. This one saves $175. Lemon Ivy's they always hurt a little bit. This one is also from Lemon Ivy. This one is because this trip is technically for Wrigley's birthday. So again, we're going to try and do an even. So I guess we're just going to do this 5. So not even, but at least it doesn't use any ones. That's the goal here. So I did a pink version of this for Lennox's birthday. So we now have $30 in this one, and this one saves $125. My camera's probably going to die, you guys. Okay, I have done this one. Crap, I never remember how to do this. Somebody told me how to do this, and I don't remember. Okay, let me see. It says roll a D12. Okay, I do have a D12. We're going to say star is 12, Thanos is 11. Roll a D12 to determine gameplay, save that amount. Game is won by catching the golden snitch, which is rolling a 12. Pick one of the small cards and scratch off to see who won the match and how much to save. Okay. So we have a 9. You caught a rogue quaffle, save $2. Okay. So we pick a card if we roll a 12. 2, block the quaffle, that's $1. Put this, yeah. We got a 5, timeout, any amount. Let's just do $1 because we don't know how long this is going to take. We got a 10, Ronski Feint. $3. 1, 2, 3. 8. Foul. Double the next roll. Oh no. We got a 9. Caught the quaffle, so we're going to put in $4 because we have to double this roll. There's the... Oh, Thanos is 11, I said. Dang it. Penalty to the chaser. $2. Hit by a bludger. $2. $3. Penalty to the chaser. Oh no. Can we roll a 12? Caught a rogue quaffle. $2. Okay. So we owe this $1. We're just going to call it on this one. I'm not going to put anything more in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll take a 5 since I owed it $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got all those ones back, so that was nice. I'm not going to count how much is in here. We'll count it at the very end when we've done all the cards. This game is going to last a very long time. I can tell you that. This is also from Ren. Ren does all kinds of fun things like this. I love her card challenges. Okay. This is one of my challenges. $10. And this one saves $125. So we have 50 in here so far. I did already pay for my flights. Our flights for all of us are paid for because Orlando has direct flights using Norse Air. We flew Norse Air on the way back from France, and we really liked them. So we're using those. We're using them for our round trip flights for this trip. Okay, this is another one of mine. This one is from the Hogwarts Express at Universal Orlando. And that is 13. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So in this one, which saves $100, we have 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. All right. This one is not actually my Disney cards. It is my Slytherin cards, which are right here. So let's pick this. Not that one. Ooh, an ace. So that is $11. And I do have a tracker for this, but I haven't printed it because I've done this challenge a couple of times. So I'm going to put 11. So we have 20, 35, 36, 37 in here. This one is a catch-all for me. This one is, I believe, Miss Lisa Grateful Me's challenge. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Where's the challenge? You guys, I know I have it. Oh no. Where is that challenge? Give me 1 second because I do need to find it. No! I don't know where this challenge is. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we cannot do this challenge. There's no way. It has to be... I keep all of my challenges in here. Oh. We must be working on this one. I must have finished Lisa's. Okay. You guys, half of you probably knew that and were screaming at me through the screen. But this one is actually from Miss Jen at Teach Safe Travel. So, let me find... I swear I just had a die. I don't know where it went. I am losing my mind, you guys. Oh no. I just hit my husband's computer. Okay. $10. $10. I'm going to mark off a 6. And a 4. Okay, we still have money left. Let me swap this out because we don't need all these ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, we'll do 10. So, my goodness, I keep hitting his computer. Here's a 5 and 10. All right, so that means we get to put more money into here. Well, not more money, we just still have money. Let's see what else we can do. We'll just start back at the beginning. So as I finish challenges, in this binder, they go straight into a high yield savings account. So previously that high yield account was labeled France and it held all of the money for our Paris trip. Now that account is labeled for this place and it holds all of the money for this trip. And then what I do is just once we get there, or right before we get there, I then take that money and send it to my credit card as like a payment because my credit cards are not paid off. Eventually, I will have my credit cards paid off, and so what we'll do is we'll spend on our trips, we'll spend on our credit card because my credit card does not charge me a foreign transaction fee or a conversion fee. So Capital One is great for when you're traveling into another country that uses a different currency. So what we do is we will use, sorry about that, my camera battery died. So it actually lasted a lot longer than I expected. So in the future, the way that it'll work is that we will use our credit card for all of our spending on our trips. And then once we come back and we go over what we spent, we will transfer money from that trip's high yield to pay the credit card back. Since we don't currently have our credit cards paid up back, we do it a little bit backwards. And instead, we send the money from the high yield to the credit card as a credit card payment. And then that's our allowance for while we're there. If we don't spend it all, cool. That's just extra that we have now put on towards a credit card payment. We just leave it on there. If we do spend it all, that's okay too. Let's do another one. 6. I did another one because I knew I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew I was $1 away from hitting that. Okay. So we are not going to count this one, but I did do another one so we can mark another one off. So we only have 3 left on this one, and then this one will be done. And we will work on this one, which this one says each one is $10. I don't know if I'm going to do it that way. I kind of like doing it this way. Makes it fun. Although you're saving a lot less because the most you can save is $6 per piece. Okay, again, this one's mine. Oh, I guess I'm doing this one because I scratched it. $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48. Almost halfway. Miss Wren. Let's do this one that's just left in the middle. $2. One and 2. So we have 10, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. This one's another one that is coming up, so. And that's another $2 one. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do this one over here because this one looks like it melted as well. And that's another $2 one. So we're going to put 4 in. So I'm going to take back a 1, put in a 5. We have 25 in here, so we are officially 1/3 of the way done with this one. Okay, let's see. Are there any? There is a $10 on here. We'll do another 10. Let's see. No. As you guys seeing this, I may have other... I'm filming this one because this is a priority, but I don't think this is the next video that's going to go live. So, I don't know. I might just put these videos out of order. So, you have 20, 40, 50, 60, so that what I'm talking about makes sense. I just wanted to make sure this one got filmed because putting money into here, like I said, is a priority. Even though our flights are paid for, our room is not. So, I have to pay that when I get there, and it's about $1,700. So, obviously, that's going to be a pretty big expense. We're going to do another $5 one so that we don't have to use ones. So now in this one, we have $35. Oh, I'm excited about this one. You know what? I'm going to skip this one for right now. I'm going to go back. Nope. I'm just going to play as much as I want on this one. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, D12. Not a D12. D12, here we go. 5. Timeout, any amount. So we'll just do $1. Block the quaffle. Goal, $2. What do we get? A 4. That is Chaser falls off the broom, so that's $3. Let's condense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Chaser falls off the broom. Hit by a bludger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foul double next roll. We got a 12. Caught the golden snitch. All right. Let's see. Who caught the golden snitch? Ah, the Hufflepuffs. And we are saving $5, but we got a double, so we have to save 10. And I am not going to count how much is in this, because I'm going to be surprised after the game is over. So this card is done. The game will be over once we have gone through all of these. You could pull the money after each game, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pull it once we are completely done. Okay. I'm just glad we completed a game. This is one of mine. 14. Ugh. I don't know if I have enough ones for that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. So in this one we have 20, 40, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. $64. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Since we don't have that much money left, I am going to... I'm going to pull a 5 out of the cards. Go through and pull a 5. I put the $5 in. So now in here we have 20, 30, 5, 41, 2, $42. This one brings in $420. And I'm going to put this single dollar in here. So now we have $3 in this one. that money lasted a lot. It went really, really far. All right, these will need to get put away so they don't get lost. Let's put away all of our dice because I am going to film one more video today. And that is officially all that I have for you guys today. I will see you back here. I don't know when, because like I said, my videos are going to be sporadic. They're not going to be in order like they usually are. They're not going to be on their normal designated days, I don't think. So I'll see you back here next time, I guess. Go check out my travel channel. There's a bunch of videos live there. So yeah, so until next time, bye. This is future Brianna coming back because when I filmed the UK binder, I didn't have a daily. And then I filmed, as you guys know, I filmed things completely out of order. I ended up, if you saw yesterday's video, I ended up having $25 left over in $5 bills from my cash stuffing money. I wasn't doing a daily and I decided, you know what, I have a $5 challenge. Let's make that the daily. So here I am adding this to the end of this video. So yeah, let's do it. $5. So we now have $25 in this challenge. Just putting $5 a day towards Japan. And now this is officially all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you back here when I see ya. So until next time, bye.